got some other stories to cover. Something you were very excited about this morning was Yuki Yoza finally joining the One Championship.
Yeah,
So I'm going to stop sharing you for a second, BG. Let you get
yeah,
your information up on the screen. Let me just get that up there.
no problem.
There we
But like you
go.
say, very exciting signing for one championship. I think it's a big signing because I think this sign is a marquee signing as for what's to come for the one championship. Right? Let me just give you some context to that. I think what's happening here is we are going to see a war between, and I say war in the nicest context, not in the way that we actually understand war, but in the context of fighting here in the combat sports world, we're going to see a battle between Japan and Thailand, and it's been going on for a while, right? But uh, by signing Yuki, it's basically completing the signings of the Takeru camp, right? We've got Takeru now, Masaki Noiri, we've got Yuya Wakamatsu, and now we've got the Yuki Yoza, right? These guys are all coming out the same fighting camp. And we think about these fighters and put them against Thailand's top guys, Supalek, Rodtang, Pictanong, the list goes on, right? All these high level strikers. I think we're going to see another potential a Japan versus Thailand fight card again. And I think by adding Yuki, it's just going to make that card become more realistic. And I'm very excited for that because, dude, these are guys are absolutely killers. I sent you a link in the group chat earlier this morning about a fight of Yuki taking on the guy I introduced you to uh, um, many years ago. Remember Pictam, the left,
Mhm.
we used to call him left back.
Live
The two
back,
of
yeah.
the two of them fought last year for the title in the Bantamweight division for K1, and Yuki schooled him really badly. And I was like,
Mm.
oh my word, this is a fighter that's very exciting to watch. And now that he's here, it's Bantamweight division. It's one of the biggest divisions in the One Championship right now. If we think about both kickboxing and Muay Thai, so I'm quickly just going to go over to the rankings over here, just show you flyweight Muay Thai rankings. This is not even the full list of flyweight Muay Thai guys, right?
Mm.
It's just the top five alone. Let's just go to the kickboxing because I think it's most likely going to be kickboxing for,
Yeah.
for for Yuki rather than Muay Thai. Look at that. That's not even the full list. It's not even the full list of guys that fight in this division. So you know what I mean. There's John Lineker as well that can compete against him. Extra 10
Mm.
pounds. There's a whole bunch of guys in the bantamweight division. Sorry, that's flyweight. Bantamweight. Here we go. Look at that.
Yeah, yo, that's absolute killers here, bro.
You know what I mean?
Um,
And
yeah, like
Abdul
you
fights here as well.
sure. Man's gonna have a great time here. Well, great time or hard time, one of the two, coming into this division. But yeah, like you mentioned, he is a former K1 kickboxing world champion, and he's coming into the one championship on a 10 fight streak. So
Yep.
nothing to be played with here, bro. But again, he's coming into a division where, yeah, could be quite a tough one. So yeah, very interested to see how he performs, especially being such a well-established fighter on the
Yeah.
K1 scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, BG, any final thoughts here on Yuki Yoza?
Yes, I do just want to bring up one more thing on Yuki Yoza because I just thought this was a cool idea. It's just the thought that one of the guys we follow, Tetsuya, you can check him out. He left something on his page that I thought was quite intriguing. There we go. Just had a thought about it. This fight is pretty interesting for me. And Yuza's debut, Lineker, has proven that he's one no joke in the striking department. I actually wouldn't mind this fight, right? For a couple of reasons, and I think that's for number one, it'll be a great introduction for Yoza to come into the one championship, right? That's a legend in John Lineker. He's a
Mm.
former champion in Muay Thai, in MMA. Not that that really matters. He will fight you in any department, whether it's Muay Thai or kickboxing or MMA. I'm not surprised he's not even. I'm surprised he's not even doing jiu-jitsu. This is John Lineker now. Um, but what will be amazing for this fight is I rank I rank John Lineker quite high when it comes to the Muay Thai and kickboxing. Right, but more Muay Thai than kickboxing. But I think putting him in a fight like this would test Yuki firstly, and also it wouldn't risk the one championship that much in terms of putting their top five prospects, because you obviously someone like Yuki Yoza, you don't want to give him just a tune-up fight. He's a champion coming into an organization that does kickboxing, so you almost want to give him a top five contender, right? You want to give him someone that's also challenging for a title to make him to almost fast track him into that position because he comes with that kind of weight. But what if he loses? You know what I mean? So I think give him someone like John Lineker, which will test him. But also, if John Lineker loses, then you're like, okay, cool. Yuki is that great. You can put him up against a top 5 guy, and you don't risk any of the top 5 division guys right now that could potentially have fought for a title next. You know what I'm trying to say? So I
Mhm.
actually do kind of agree with this matchup. But that being said, I think if you give anybody for Yuki, it would be a great fight in the one championship. And I think right now there's so many killers in bantamweight that any one of them is like one or two fights away from being for a title. So yeah, I
Mm.
just think Lineker would be a good test for anybody to enter
Yeah.
into a championship.
Yeah, I'm always here for the John Lineker fight, bruh. Do love me some John Lineker. But yeah, to your point there, BG, I don't mind. Give him top three, give him top five, give him a title shot coming in, bruh. Kill or be killed. Let's see what he's made of. You know what
Wait,
I mean?
Roy?
Wairui, bruh, former mythical fighter Wairui. Why not, bruh? Let's see a bit more from Wairui. Maybe Wairui can give a better showing of himself than he did against Jonathan Agati. And
Perhaps,
that
yeah.
would be a fantastic fight as well. So yeah, many options here and lots to look forward to in this division, especially. So yeah, BG very
Yeah.
amped for that. Yeah. Any other thoughts here on Mr. Yoza before we move on?
Yeah, nothing much. Then you can all you can do is just repeat what you say, and that's just very excited to see the signing. It's a very big signing for one championship, and yeah, this is blockbuster stuff, dude. This is a big move for them, and I'm amped for it.
Nicely done, BG. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any thoughts on Yuki Yoza or any of the Estepinian brothers, anything like that, drop us a comment in the comment section. Like the video and subscribe to Fighting with Friends if you're enjoying the content.